Hey guys, let's get more news about Lakers, but first, don't forget to subscribe and leave your like. Lakers passed on chance to add $120 million NBA Finals player last summer, report. The Los Angeles Lakers had a chance to add a third star alongside LeBron James and Anthony Davis last summer, but chose a different approach instead. Brian Windhorst of ESPN appeared on the Wednesday, June 5 edition of the network's morning program Get Up, during which he reported that the Lakers could have cleared the necessary salary cap space to reunite James with Kyrie Irving in LA last offseason, but prioritized the re-signing of Austin Reeves, Rui Hachimura, and D'Angelo Russell. Last summer, Kyrie actively wanted LeBron to come to Dallas. LeBron wanted Kyrie to come to the Lakers. Now, LeBron going to Dallas, he's under contract, that's not feasible, Windhorst said. When it was relayed to me that Kyrie wanted LeBron in Dallas, I went and checked on it. Basically, LeBron's side said, we'd love to play with Kyrie in LA. The Lakers actually could have created the cap space to beat the Dallas Mavericks offer last year, but they elected not to. They elected to re-sign the players from the team that had just gotten to the Western Conference Finals. Irving ended up signing a 3-year deal worth $120 million to remain in Dallas, which keeps him under contract through 2025-26, but also includes a player option for that final season. Windhorst's reporting, and the network's request for it, came on the eve of Irving's return to the NBA Finals 6 years since his last appearance on the sport's biggest stage. The last time he played for a title, Irving did so as James' sidekick on the Cleveland Cavaliers. James left Cleveland the following offseason for Los Angeles, where he has remained ever since and where he captured the 4th championship ring of his career. Meanwhile, Irving played tumultuous and less successful stints with the Boston Celtics and Brooklyn Nets before landing next to Luka Doncic as a member of the Mavericks. When Kyrie left Cleveland, he and James pretty much didn't talk for years. They were at odds, Windhorst said Wednesday. At some point in the last few years, they've made up, to the point where LeBron actively wanted the Lakers to trade for Kyrie Irving when he was on the trade block a couple of different times in like 22-23. The Lakers made an offer at the trade deadline last year. Dallas' offer was just better. They had better players to trade and potentially more valuable picks. Playing a strong second fiddle to arguably the best player in the league is what Irving is doing now with Doncic in Dallas, which echoes the precise situation he had with James in Cleveland when they made 4 consecutive trips to the finals between 2015-18 and won a title together. Even though Doncic is clearly a superior player to James at the current points in their respective careers, it isn't unreasonable to assume the Lakers could have had similar success to that the Mavericks have found this postseason by repairing a matured and more even-keeled version of Irving alongside James, not to mention with the added help of a superstar big man in Davis. Making the move would have created difficulties for LA when it came to surrounding that potential big three with talent, but title hopes and sunny Southern California would have certainly helped the franchise's cause of rounding out the roster. Instead, the Lakers will now watch the NBA Finals from home as they consider what might have been, after the Denver Nuggets dispatched them from the playoffs across a short series for the 2nd consecutive year. James seems already to be contemplating such things, as he noted during the June 4 edition of the Mind the Game podcast that he co-hosts with prospective Lakers head coach J.J. Redick. I'm so ing happy and so proud to watch him continue his growth, James said. I'm so ing mad at the same time that I'm not his running mate anymore. Irving responded to James' praise on Wednesday. It's appreciated. There's a lot of gratitude there, as well. I think there were some things that got in the way of our relationship when I was a little bit younger, Irving said. Now that I'm able to vocalize how I feel as a man, be comfortable in it, stand on my square, my beliefs, where I'm coming from, I feel like our relationship's different because of that now. Definitely miss him. J.J. Redick effectively confirms he will be next Lakers head coach. the Los Angeles Lakers have their next head coach lined up. All you have to do is ask J.J. Redick. Redick all but confirmed that he will be the next Lakers head coach. The former 15-year NBA veteran appeared on the Gojo and Golic show on Wednesday and addressed the report from Tuesday, saying that he is the team's leading choice for the job and that an announcement could come after the season. "My focus is on the NBA Finals. In terms of the report, that will be addressed once the season is over. I'll just say that," Redick said. Shams Charania, who reported the news on Tuesday about Redick, is a client of the same talent agency as LeBron James. He often gets fed information about the Lakers, so between his report and what Redick said, it seems almost like a done deal that Redick will be the next Lakers head coach. Redick has interviewed for head coach vacancies in the NBA previously, despite not having coaching experience. That apparently does not bother James or the Lakers. Lakers pivot away from J.J. Redick, will offer job to two-time NCAA champ, report. Former NBA player and current LeBron James podcast partner J.J. Redick was the front-runner to become the Los Angeles Lakers' next head coach, but no longer. Adrian Wojnarowski of ESPN reported on Thursday morning, June 6, that the organization will make a considerable offer to two-time University of Connecticut, UConn, champion head coach Dan Hurley to assume the role. Breaking: the Los Angeles Lakers are targeting Connecticut's Dan Hurley to become the franchise's next coach and are preparing a massive, long-term contract offer to bring the back-to-back national champion to the NBA, sources tell ESPN. Wojnarowski posted to X. Hurley's name was not among the primary candidates for the position over the last several weeks, as analysts brought up Redick again and again as the top name for the job. The rumor mill is in full swing as the NBA Finals begin Thursday in New England between the Boston Celtics and Dallas Mavericks. But it was more than just widespread speculation that put Redick in the driver's seat to run the Lakers sideline. It was hard reporting from the likes of Shams Charania of The Athletic as frequently as this week. The Los Angeles Lakers are zeroing in on J.J. Redick as the front-runner to be the franchise's next head coach, league and media industry sources told The Athletic, Charania wrote on Tuesday, June 4. No final decision has been made yet, and the Lakers still have steps remaining in their head coaching search process, league sources said. But the indications are strong that Redick is their leading choice at this stage. More reporting from Wojnarowski is undoubtedly forthcoming, but the pivot to Hurley appears swift and represents a seismic shift for one of the league's most prestigious and successful franchises. It is an interesting wrinkle considering James' recent media business partnership with Redick, as the two teamed up to co-host their Mind the Game podcast, which began airing episodes in March 2023. James said earlier during the postseason, though after the Lakers were no longer competing in the playoffs, that he would have no say in the decision on the next head coach. However, several media outlets, including NBC4 in Los Angeles, reported that both James and co-star Anthony Davis would have input regarding the hiring. In fact, both James and Davis are expected to be consulted and have input on who the next head coach of the Lakers will be, Michael Duarte of NBC4 reported on May 6. It is unclear how James feels about Hurley as the next head coach, though it would make sense that the Lakers at least spoke to him about the decision, as the four-time champion can opt out of the final year on his contract and enter free agency this summer. Brian Windhorst of ESPN has reported on multiple occasions that he expects James will opt out and further expects Los Angeles to offer James, who will turn 40 years old in December, whatever type of contract he likes. That includes a maximum 3-year deal with a no-trade clause. If the team is that intent on keeping James in-house until the end of his storied career, it strains credulity that they would spring his next, and perhaps final, head coach on him without notice and/or some semblance of approval. As for Davis, the now independent and longtime league reporter Mark Stein wrote on June 5 that Davis would prefer James Borrego receive the job over Redick. And you, fan? What do you think of the situation of Dan Hurley? Leave your opinion in the comments.